Field Basket Foundation International has developed a compendium to ensure transparency, accountability and compliance to regulations in the non-governmental sector in Nigeria. Executive Director of the foundation, Fumi Akinyele, made this known at the Civil Society Regulatory Compendium and Interactive Web Platform Validation meeting in Abuja. Akinyele said the foundation, Open Society Initiative for West Africa, British Council, EU Agents for Citizen-Driven Transformation and Shehu Musa Yar'Adua Foundation had entered into a collaboration.
The CSO Regulatory Platform Project. And it started off with wanting to ensure that CSOs were quite aware of what all the statutory laws are in Nigeria, because there's a complaint that CSOs don't comply, and there are CSOs who are trying to comply. So the first thing was even to give information comprehensively about what are CSOs supposed to comply with and how are they supposed to comply. What are all the details of the law, because ignorance is not an excuse. And so we wanted to make sure that CSOs had the information and that they were able to at least start from there and then see how we could also engage regulators in making the process easier. And part of it is also creating the platform whereby CSOs can register. There's a national public directory as well as a compliance framework where CSOs can be verified and certified as compliant, as well as getting help to get to compliance.
Country officer and head of the Nigeria office of the Open Society Initiative for West Africa applauded the initiative. According to him, for CSOs to hold the government accountable, they need to first start by holding themselves accountable.
Some of the vulnerability that we have and the opportunities that's been exploited by forces of darkness in this country is that they use our sometimes honest inadequacies to demonize us, to discredit us, and make it look like we don't know what we're doing. And the man who doesn't have a better argument will go after you. And for so long, we've allowed them the opportunity to come after us for good reasons. Either because we are not complying with regulatory framework within which we're supposed to operate, or we're not as transparent as we're supposed to be, or we're not as accountable to ourselves and to the people we employ as much as we're supposed to be. This oftentimes stems from ignorance, honest mistake, but also sometimes from just deliberate decision not to do the right thing. But at least now we are looking at a platform that allows us first to cure the problem of ignorance, to know what we're supposed to do, to cure the problem of capacity, to seek help when we're not able to do this, and perhaps also to reward us for doing this, because this platform then becomes a resource for funders, partners, to at least come and know who the credible organizations are, and then begin to work with them.
Ms. Winifred Atrebuson, responsible for the CSOs and youth desks of the European Union delegation in Nigeria and ECOWAS, said the union was more interested in building the capacity of CSOs in Nigeria.
For the EU delegation, it goes beyond the CSO regulatory compendium. Our support is to the CSO sector in general. The delegation is very interested in ensuring that the capacity of civil society organizations in Nigeria is built and is made much stronger. You know, the civil society sector is actually the third sector, like they are called, the third governance sector. Their role in development cannot be underemphasized. The civil society sector they play a very strong role in supporting government in delivering on development objectives. Our support through the EU Agent for Citizen-Driven Transformation for this process is to ensure that there is in place all the that all the things that are necessary towards ensuring that civil society organizations can draw from in terms of regulation, complying to the regulations, also putting them in a position where they can, with confidence, engage government at federal and subnational level are in place. So that's one of the reasons why we're supporting this process through the EU Act project, and also to say that our support to the civil society sector also goes beyond the compendium and the self-regulatory framework towards ensuring that the civil society sector in Nigeria is strengthened, and also that they have the capacity to engage effectively with government at different levels.